It's very nice. Does Azerbaijan need a nuclear power plant?
Я чуть-чуть раскрою.
I will reveal our energy agenda a little bit, so that it will be clear to the viewers where we are and what we are doing. The proven reserves of natural gas in Azerbaijan are around 2.6 trillion cubic meters. Considering that the oil field we have been developing over 30 years has gone from 500 million tons to 1.5 billion tons. According to the latest estimates, the same can be roughly said about our gas and gas condensate fields. In other words, 2.6 trillion is the estimate of 10 years ago. It is clear that with this potential and export volumes of 25 billion cubic meters, we do not need additional sources of energy. In addition, over the past 3 years, we implemented projects on the creation of small hydropower plants in Karabakh and East Zangezur with a capacity of about 300 megawatts. And in 2 years, this figure will reach 500. We are also extensively developing solar and wind energy through foreign investments. The World Bank estimates wind energy potential in the Caspian Sea alone at 157,000 megawatts. By 2030, the contracts already signed and those already in operation will give us 6,000 megawatts. So, this is a part of the answer to the question of whether we need a nuclear power plant. Now let me move on to the other part, which I think might also be interesting. First of all, from the perspective of another sector of the economy.
Еще одного сектора экономики.
It is an entire industry.
Of course, it is an industry, it is potential, it is personnel, it is something completely new, which we have never had before. Secondly, it is a trend that exists in the world, and we do not want to fall behind it. That's why I have already issued instructions to explore the potential of experimental structures. Experimental, scientific mini-reactors for scientific purposes, to see what benefits this might bring us from that perspective. Considering that this idea is fairly expensive, and taking into account that solar and wind energy projects in Azerbaijan are implemented by foreign investors, with the state not investing anything, but simply receiving the potential, then, of course, we would be more interested in investment projects. If a company from a certain country shows such interest, we could act as co-investors as well. I think that this could be a good project for investment, because now, literally these days, in the next few weeks, or perhaps a couple of months, the feasibility study for the construction of an energy cable from Azerbaijan to Europe along the Black Sea will be finalized. At the initial stage, it is 4,000 megawatts, but taking into account the energy needs of European countries, and even considering that they are investing a lot themselves, we know they will still be in short supply. So, additional sources of clean green energy will be needed. So, this could be a good driver. Also, domestic electricity prices in Azerbaijan are such that investing in this sector and selling electricity to consumers would be absolutely acceptable for companies from a commercial point of view. So I have tried to answer the question. It's neither yes nor no. It is most likely yes, but, and then our somewhat of a homework begins.
Наша домашняя работа.